Hey everybody, today is the 5th of April 2020. I hope you guys are doing well. This is like my 30th take to do this broadcast. It's really hard. I'm trying to follow this teleprompter here and all kinds of things and pushing buttons, and Ms. Max over there laughing at me. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well. Before we get into the work for the week for class stuff, I wanted to share with you one of my passions, and that is time lapse photography. So I love the calmness of time lapse, but it's really interesting for me to be able to take a long period of time and compress it into a very small space, because it allows us to see things we wouldn't normally see. We can see certain patterns in the sky and stars and the way that water moves or other things flow. But it's great to watch a time lapse, but it's really interesting to make a time lapse, because when you're doing time lapse photography, everything slows down. You have to go out for long periods of time, and you're out in nature, and you're just waiting, you're listening, you're observing, and you're really your senses are much more keen than they normally would be. So I thought I would put together a time lapse this week for you guys from your school. Let's check it out. Yeah. So I've been working on a series of time lapse over the past year, and I'll link that in the description below if you want to check it out. But if you really want to see a true pro, my favorite is Morton Russ. He's a young Norwegian who's traveled all over the world, and he's put together some really interesting stuff. Here's his YouTube channel. I really like the South America 8 minutes in 8K. It's fabulous. And you don't have to have fancy camera gear to do all this stuff, although it does help. But he's got one or two videos on how you use just a regular smartphone in order to put together some pretty cool stuff. So we need to talk about some math stuff here. And then on the back side of this, I got a couple more things I want to share with you guys. We're going to take a look at where you're going to find your assignments for the week and what links you need to be doing and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and play this, and I'll get you on the back side. Okay, so here we are at mathscribble.blogspot.com. I'll be using this to communicate with you guys weekly. There'll be a post here at the top, and older posts will follow at the bottom. It'll have the broadcast for the week, like this one, and office hours here, and then here are the links right here for each class. So let's check out geometry. First thing I want you guys to do is take the weekly check-in Google form. Complete the form here. Everybody's going to do this. Write your name, select your class, and answer a couple of questions. This sets up the week. Make sure that you guys have everything you need, and it's just a way to check in with me so I know that we're on track. Okay, so everybody's going to do that. For geometry, I have the link here for the packet that we're working on, Chapter 7. Many of you got the hard copy before you left. If you have a printer, you can just print this out. If you just want to work on a separate sheet of paper, that's fine too. Okay? You guys will do the notes here, the video notes linked through MathScribble on YouTube. I have solutions to the practice right here. So that's Monday's work. Tuesday is some con mods, and then I have a reflection form here for you guys to do that concerns the notes and the practice. Give me some feedback, and I have some challenge problems here for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, a Google form reflection is going to be a part of that. And then looking ahead, we're going to be doing a Google form quiz on 7.1 right right there. So that's geometry. Let's shoot over to physics. Same weekly check-in form there. I have a reading for you guys to do, an outlining for the first 3 sections of solids. PowerPoint notes are included to help you guys with distilling what's important. I have Tuesday some more reading and outlining, and then I have a practice Google form here. It's going to have some videos and some articles and things you guys are going to write responses to. Same with Thursday, another Google form practice, and then looking ahead on Monday I've got some TED videos and articles related to this section. And statistics, slightly different with you guys. We're going to be reading a book called Naked Statistics. Don't forget to take the check-in form here. You can buy the book for $10 on Amazon, but I found the free PDF, so use that if you don't want to spend the money. I will be posting a reading and discussion weekly, and you guys are going to be writing some responses to some prompts, as well as commenting on one of your classmates' responses for each one. So I've given you the first prompt right here on chapter 1, and then the second one follows below. Check your email for an invitation for the Google Classroom. Lastly, let's shoot over to computer programming. Google form check-in, please. We're back on Khan Academy, and we're going to be putting together HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to make web pages interactive. So follow through the talk-throughs, do the challenges, and then I'll have some projects for you guys to do in Atom, or you can use Code Pen. So that's it. That's how we're setting up the classes. Please just, communicate with me. Let me know what's going on, and I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. All right. So, hey, please check in with me on those Google Forms, because if I don't get a response from you, it means that, for me, maybe you're not receiving my communication. So that means I have to follow up with you even more. So please do that for me. All right, next up, my new segment. Where in the world are the Macs? So watch this next clip and let me know if you can identify the country that Mrs. Mac and I are in. I'll give you a clue. It's located in what was considered to be the New York of the Mayan world. Stay strong, New York. Oh. 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 Oh, man. Those are the bombs. So email me those guesses. Now, next up, a public service announcement. Today's PSA is brought to you by the Society for People Who Know Better Than to Stand Below a Tree with Monkeys in It. Guys, don't stand in a tree with a monkey in it. Your probability of getting pooped on dramatically increases, and it is certain that your wife will laugh at you hysterically. That's right. So, if you do get pooped on by a monkey, hand sanitizer. That's a good one. Toilet paper is good if you can actually find any. But soap and water. That's right. In fact, everybody should be staying calm and washing your hands anyway. 20 seconds. Wash your hands. Could save you and your family. What are we up to now? 5? I didn't do it as long as I needed to last time, so I'm going to go for the full 2-0 this time. Let's get in there. And set up the towel. Yep, it's out. There we go. All right. Moving on. What are we doing now? Oh, yeah. Now it's time to load up some creativity. Look, this is the perfect time for you guys to try something new. Try something creative. If you're saying right now, Mr. Mac, I'm not that creative. I can't do creative things. I would say, I can't hear you. This is not a Zoom meeting, okay? But if I could hear you, I would say that's ridiculous because creativity is a skill that needs to be cultivated. It takes practice, takes time, and we all have plenty of time on our hands, okay? And hopefully not much more because we've just been washing. So there's a recent WashPo article about Isaac Newton that I read a couple of weeks ago that I thought was really interesting. Now you guys know Isaac Newton. He's that Apple guy. No, not that Apple guy. He's that Apple guy. So in 1665, the Great Plague of London hit, and Cambridge University sent all of their students home. They were practicing good social distancing back in 1665. And so without his professors getting in the way and plenty of unstructured time, Newton was able to derive his first steps into calculus as well as his theory for universal gravitation. Hey, some of you out there know what that is. The point is, you don't have to be the next Newton to get out there and try something creative, but you never know. All right, guys, so do your homework. Help your parents with the chores, get outside and exercise, and find something new to learn and cultivate that creativity. Send me your comments and your creativity. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.